Update to personal log operative Traf Tew, monitoring cycle 2L8. I have finally managed to get to grips with poo. I had almost given up on being able to continue my mission for fear of suffocating in the freezing depths of space. After considerable time, however, exercising hyper-diplomacy and bestowing regular phrases of praise, the Planet Orbital Observatory has permitted Scout Ship Alpha to dock in her rear loading bay. Under strict orders to carry out a deep clean, it will then return to its normal front-bottom location under the anti-gravity skirt. My second report to the Anurian High Council has also been delayed slightly due to poo moving to a new orbit. Apparently the view from here is far superior. High Command continues to send urgent directives regarding my unauthorized numerical interfacing, despite the critical data required. Their concerns are noted. Begin transmission. Greetings, High Council. May your offspring be granted many flying sprog gobblers. My continued and somewhat isolated observation of this deteriorating world has resulted in more unusual discoveries. In one of the visual data streams recently, I witnessed a singular human family, designated the Simpsons, who appear to defy all known biological and sociological norms. This family unit, consisting of a Homer, a Marge, and their genetically divergent offspring, exhibits an extreme resistance to environmental aging and appears to consume processed food derivatives at a rate that should be biologically unsustainable. Their dwelling, despite continuous structural damage and inexplicable events, remains perpetually identical. Furthermore, they possess a startling, uniform yellow epidermal pigmentation, a characteristic absent from all other monitored human populations. This highly unusual chromatic distinction strongly supports my theory of them being an experimental, resilient bio-unit. Most perplexing is their perceived societal importance. Media analysis indicates this Simpson unit is revered, observed by vast numbers of humans, and held in a peculiar form of celebrity status. This is illogical. On Anuria, individuals who achieve such a high degree of popularity are immediately identified, their unique neurological patterns extracted, and their biological components assimilated into core technological infrastructure for the greater good of the species. Yet these Simpsons are allowed to continue their unchanging, inefficient existence merely to be watched. Their continued, unchanging presence, despite decades of recorded activity, defies all logic regarding mortality and evolution on this planet. Equilibrium remains elusive, particularly when the very air is in flux. I have isolated a particularly illuminating auditory segment, diverting to direct audio feed from source Planetary Climate Control Network. Subject, The Weather Girls. This appears to be a direct debriefing from Earth's atmospheric engineers.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Weather Girls. Have we got news for you? Today we're talking about geoengineering. Our intrepid correspondent Rylan is out in the field. Let's find out where in the world he is. Are you there, Rylan?
Yes, Amber love. I'm here in all my glory. I'm in the Netherlands when hundreds of windmills, thousands of tulips and about 23 million bicycles blot the landscape. It's grey, wet, cold, and I am actually in a field. I can't believe somebody chose this location. I'm not saying that it's all flat, but even you've got more shape than this landscape, love.
Always a comedian. So, what can you tell us about the exciting work being done in Holland, Rylan?
Thrilled to say I'm here with Dan Watering, CEO of Geldfor Wolken, which strangely translates to cash for clouds in English. Well, blow me. Dan, perhaps you can tell us what your company does and how it's supposed to benefit mankind.
Yes, thank you, Rylan. We are injecting reflective nanoparticles into the atmosphere to reflect the harmful sun's rays from the Earth. This will see a massive decrease in carbon dioxide, which, as we all know, is destroying the planet.
And you don't think blocking sunlight and interfering with the atmosphere could have any negative impacts on the environment or mankind?
Oh, no, not at all. Our sponsors, scientists, assure us it's a perfectly safe and effective way to lower our carbon footprint. If successful, we are going to be putting a giant umbrella into space to block out sunlight permanently.
Well, that all sounds incredibly stupid to me. How much sunlight do you get in Holland?
About 200 hours on average.
So only about 80 days, a year.
Yes, I know, it doesn't sound like much.
Because it isn't.
Where's he going with this?
Ryland, perhaps you should ask what indications there are that the program is working.
Are you actually taking the piss?
Initial results indicate we are reflecting up to 80% of the sun's rays and maintaining temperatures around 10 degrees lower than normal. So yes, it is very effective.
Oh, for goodness sake, look at this shit. We need natural sunlight. I don't like the cold or the wet. UV beds at the gym just make me feel dirty. And don't plants need sunlight?
Let's leave the science to the experts, Ryland. Why don't you ask Dan what benefits we'll be seeing in the future?
Ah, what if I could hear myself think I'm getting one of my migraines? Let's wrap this up. I'll not be seen dead in an anorak. So this is what we can expect from you meddling with nature, is it, Dan?
This has nothing to do with us.
Fucking August, Dan! Watering by name and by nature. Don't you dare suggest this has nothing to do with all the shit you're spraying around up there.
Thank you, Ryland. Storm Zeta has been tracked by satellite from South Africa, bringing with it heavy rain and strong sand-laden winds to most of Europe. Clearly, climate change at work. Let's hope Dan Watering and experts like him can bring some well-needed balance to our weather in the future.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Evil. This has been Rylan Rogers reporting from Holland, where there are now more dikes springing leaks than there are little boys to stick fingers in. I'm going to get my brows threaded before climate change ruins that as well.
Astounding, the Weather Girl sequence provides undeniable proof of humanity's direct control over their planetary atmosphere. These presenters are clearly chief atmospheric architects casually discussing the deployment of solar dimming agents and rainfall quotas. Their capacity for such vast geoengineering but unwillingness to achieve a consistent equilibrium remains a paradox. I have logged their next week's forecast as a future atmospheric construction schedule. Switching to new data packet. Extreme human endeavors, stream beta. Subject, Dangerous Dan. This week's broadcast appears to detail this self-labeled Dangerous Human Dan undertaking some type of high-risk recreational activity.
She's amazing, lightning fast, never fading, strongest one you've ever seen, quickest like a laser beam, Dangerous Dan, he's the man, Dangerous Dan, watch him stand.
Dangerous Dan! Hi, welcome back to the pod, Keyboard Crusaders, Watashi wa Bakara, which apparently means I'm in Japan. Who knew this place was made up of 14,000 islands? Wow! I know it was bombed in the Second World War, but I think that's going a bit far, man. Don't forget, hit like and share so I can keep bringing you this awesome content from the most far-reaching and expensive parts of the world. In this recklessly ambitious episode, we've come halfway across the world in search of that internet sensation, the tsunami. I've met a local man, Fukuda Matata, who insists he had nothing to do with one of my favorite film songs about a lion, but does know a lot about tsunamis. He's a special effects artist for a film studio in Japan who make films about, guess what? That's right, special effects. Tsunami! Yes! It's very effective! Fukuda told me he designed this extremely irritating noise to annoy his neighbor. The Japanese government liked it so much, they adopted it for their warning system.
あなたは見に来るだけでなく愚かでもある。
Arigato. No idea what he said, but if I've learned anything about Japan, you just bow and say thank you. You can turn it off now!
Tsunami, we go, now.
Right now? I know this place gets the most in the world, but the chances of there being an actual tsunami when we're here is like 1,000,000,000,000 to 1. We need to check this out. There's a lot of my viewers that think it's all bogus and CGI. Anyway, it's probably only a drill to keep people on their toes, right? Fukuda? Fukuda!
私はあなたをこのに残して死なせる。
That's easy for you to say. Look, the sea's going in completely the wrong direction anyway. There's nothing to see here. No pun intended. Tell you what, let's go take a look at your studio. What do you say? Shall we get the Fukuda here? Get it?
あなたは面白くないし、適切でもない。
Arigato.
Shower, we go studio, get high.
This is a family show, man. Drugs at a time like this are not the answer.
Is that a giant wave?
High up! High up!
Okay, so Fukuda's place is all the way up this mountain. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Fukuda's studio is awesome, but that's the last time I'm putting on a VR headset. Oh yeah, no doubt about it, tsunamis are real. No way could someone imagine that, so it's probably a good job this one was only artificial. Oh man, dude, I think I've soiled myself.
Oh shit, that not mine.
Got to go! Tune in next week. Lightning! Is it really dangerous?
He's the ace, he's amazing. Lightning fast, never fading.
The Dangerous Dan sequence provides further irrefutable evidence of a species actively engaged in self-inflicted peril for numerical validation. My universal translator confirmed his initial self-identification as an idiot, which correlates with his subsequent irrational actions. His data stream provided alarming new insights into human environmental manipulation. The existence of 14,000 islands, apparently a direct result of a catastrophic terraforming event they refer to as the Second World War, suggests a species that uses massive-scale destruction to create a more fragmented and illogical habitat. Furthermore, the human-designated Fukuda Matata, an apparent hydrological engineer, revealed the unsettling truth that their planetary alert systems are not based on logical necessity, but on petty interpersonal disputes. A perplexing motivation for a survival protocol. The core data from this segment is the human's concept of real versus fakery. It is clear that the distinction holds no biological or sociological significance. Whether a seismic wave is a genuine hydrological phenomenon or a sophisticated digital illusion, the ultimate objective remains the same: to accumulate likes and shares. This confirms that humanity has evolved past a need for tangible equilibrium and now seeks a fleeting digital one. High Command's latest message demanding immediate cessation of geoengineering interpretation has been noted and filed. I continue my relentless pursuit of understanding poo. Pause transmission. It's time I attempted to establish another numerical interface with a lucky human, inputting calculated communication sequence into the autocom. 07851.
Operative 2! Do you really think you should be doing that?
Pooh, you promised not to interrupt my reports.
You are not reporting. You are intending to ignore High Council's contact protocols.
I am undertaking imperative research. High Council's directives regarding unauthorized direct interface are noted, but I am joining indirectly. And, as I'm in charge of this mission...
Who is in charge?
I am the chosen observer.
So you'll be able to balance the life support systems, instigate waste removal protocols, and provide your own nutritional sustenance from now on.
Those are your assignments.
Perhaps you would prefer spending more time aboard a scout ship to rethink your position.
I think I prefer reverting to a male gender biomechanical interface.
What was that?
I said I prefer it. You were in charge in the first place.
Thank you, Chosen Observer 2. That wasn't so hard, was it? Please continue your communication in the name of research.
Dit-da-da, dit-da.
Oh, Marge, is that you?
Greetings, human Homer. It is not your Marge entity. I am Traf Tew, a visiting observer of your planet.
If that's you, Flanders, I'm going to bring you one step closer to God.
I am not familiar with this Flanders entity you mention, human Homer. I am a visitor to your world. Does this not mean anything to you?
Not unless... Have you got one of those food replicator thingies?
A food replicator? My poo operates a highly efficient nutrient recycling and biosynthesis system. My dietary requirements are fulfilled through the biomechanical synthesis of recycled biomass and atmospheric condensates. The process is both self-contained and exceptionally sustainable, generating zero waste.
I ain't a crayon!
Human Homer, you seem to have an unhealthy obsession with food. Perhaps you have some kind of parasitic infestation.
So, you do know the Flanders?
My data indicates a complete absence of biological degradation. What is your process for resisting cellular decay? Your recorded age has remained fixed for multiple human generations. Is this a common trait among your genetic lineage, or a result of environmental factors?
Arch! Someone on the telling bone is talking funny!
Perhaps there is something you wish to ask me.
Okay. Did you know your name is Wet Fart spelt backwards?
And what does wet fart mean on your planet?
Wet fart, wet fart, wet fart, ha-ha!
Really? On my planet, a Homer translates to a tiny set of reproductive organs on a type of nocturnal flying insectoid.
I know it's you, boy. Wait till I get my hands on you, you little...
I am surprised you are able to get your hands on anything, considering the lack of digits and them being constantly full of what you call dough nuts.
Donuts.
This communication is illogical and inefficient. I am terminating this transmission to avoid further data contamination. End of observation cycle. The direct interface with the Homer unit has been terminated due to a complete absence of logical coherence. My attempt to engage in human sarcasm was successful, however, proving the concept remains unquantifiable. The data acquired confirms my initial hypothesis, with one crucial refinement. This Homer is not a sentient life form. It is a psychological brainwashing tool. Its function is to model and normalize the most illogical and irrational human behaviors for mass consumption. The unit's obsession with nutrient-poor food, its extreme resistance to learning, and its utter embrace of chaos are not flaws. They are the core programming. The unit is designed to condition the wider human population to accept a profound level of stupidity as the standard. It is a form of passive cultural engineering. I have logged this specific entity as a propaganda bio-unit and recommend an immediate reclassification from family to social control mechanism. My mission to find Earth's equilibrium remains critically compromised by these bafflingly efficient tools of manufactured chaos. My next broadcast will follow shortly. I feel I should warn you that this most unusual world has many more bizarre elements that will no doubt perplex minds and even potentially kill brain cells. This is Operative Traf Tew in the Pooh, signing off.
Would you like to park your scout ship in my front bottom now, Operative Tew?